Ready to unlock the secret to closing more deals and building stronger client relationships? This week, we're diving into the fascinating world of personal selling and exploring why understanding your client's communication style can make all the difference. Whether you're dealing with a data-loving analytical or a results-driven driver, this episode is packed with strategies to help you succeed.
Lady bosses, are you working even after putting the kids to bed but still not getting results?
Are you tired of spending money on ads that aren't getting engagement?
Do you feel burdened that you aren't fulfilling your purpose in life because you are so consumed with work?
I'm your host, Brooke Bolts. I'm an attorney and founder of Bolts Legal. I started my business and in 1 year was bringing in 7 figures and am now bringing in multi-7 figures.
And I'm your co-host, Rachel Bolts, owner of Bolts Media. I've helped many businesses build their online presence and increase their revenue through digital marketing.
Want to hear how we did it?
We are here to help you achieve your goals personally, professionally, and spiritually.
So kick off your high heels, sit back, and let's ignite that passion.
We're Miss Biz, where we're putting the Miss in biz.
Let's get biz done.
So, everyone loves to buy things, right?
Favorite pastime.
But people hate to be sold to. So today we're going to be diving into the art of personal selling, focusing on flexing your communication style to better match your buyer. So this is a crucial skill that can significantly enhance your sales effectiveness and help you build stronger, more meaningful relationships with your clients. So first, we're going to talk about communication styles. Every individual has a unique way of communicating, which is based on 2 key dimensions. The 2 key dimensions are assertiveness and responsiveness. Assertiveness refers to how forcefully a person expresses their opinions or desires. Responsiveness, on the other hand, relates to how emotionally expressive and relationship-oriented a person is. So, based on these dimensions, we can categorize communication styles in 4 types. Do you know what those 4 types are, Brooke?
Yes. First is Amiables. These are people who have low assertiveness, high responsiveness. They're friendly and value safety and security in decision making. Next is Expressives. These are people who have high assertiveness and high responsiveness. They prioritize relationships and can be confrontational when challenged. Third is Drivers. These are high assertiveness, low responsiveness. They are goal-oriented and prefer to stay detached from personal relationships. And then finally is Analyticals. These have low assertiveness, low responsiveness. They are detail-oriented, risk-averse, and prefer logic and data over emotions. Which one are you?
I think that I am an expressive. A high assertiveness, high responsiveness. What do you think you are?
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, I could see that. I think that has a lot to do with just your personality type. You know, if you look at your DISC assessment, you can probably see, you know, if you're outgoing or if you're, if you value those types of traits.
This is bringing to mind a quick story that happened recently. Last week, we had an event at my office for the last day of school, and it was a foam party. So foam, I know it sounds kind of funny, but it is exactly what it sounds like. It is
like
foam.
What you play in the bathtub with when you're little.
Bubbles.
Yes.
Bubbles galore. And so the kids run through and play in the foam. Well, I had bought these inflatables to go at the photo booth. It was like a flamingo and a couple of palm trees and just some like beach type beach-looking inflatables to take pictures with, and then the kids, of course, started playing with the inflatables in the pool or in the foam as well. Well, I'm at the foam party and I get a text from a friend of mine, and she says, "Are these people supposed to be taking the inflatables home with them?" And there's a picture of a family of 4 who are carrying like 8 of our inflatables
Oh my goodness.
to their car. And I was like, "What?" And I said, "No, they're not supposed to be taking them. Kids were playing with those." And she goes, "Do you want me to get them back? Do you want me to tell them?" And her sister, who was with her, was mortified and like, "No, don't say anything. Like, just let it go. They're $10 things. Like, just let it go." And my friend was like, "I'm getting those inflatables back." And so she went up to their car and knocked on their window and said, "Excuse me, those inflatables are for the kids to play with and for the photo booth. You're not supposed to take those home. Can I have them back, please?" And she got them back.
Oh, that's awesome.
She saved the day because we were only maybe halfway through the foam party, and the kids really enjoyed playing with those. Give them something else to do in the foam to play with the inflatables. So, do you love the Miss Biz podcast?
Because we love you.
Here's 3 things you can do to show your support.
1, write us a review. Apple or Spotify are the best platforms for reviews.
2, join us for our free Friday Zoom calls at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. To RSVP, go to missbiz.com homepage, scroll down to Miss Biz Connects, and click the link.
3, follow us on social media. Our handle is at Miss Biz Podcast.
As always, thank you for your support. So when we were talking about this, my friend Chelsea, who saved the day with the inflatables, came to mind as definitely a high assertiveness personality, because most people would just let it go.
Right.
And that was a very uncomfortable situation to go up and knock on someone's window.
Yes, it is very uncomfortable to do that. I remember I did that when there was these guys here that were from the windshield company that came to the office and were trying to find cracks in the windshield so that they could make a claim on the insurance and sue them or whatever they do. I was like, get out of here.
Yeah. You know, the first time, this is a funny story, the first time I really appreciated and understood your assertiveness was at my bachelorette party. When I got married, 14 years ago, the bachelorette party, we were in Key West, and so we were going around to different bars and clubs for the bachelorette party, and anytime another man would get within 10 feet of me, Rachel would jump in between and go, "Excuse me, she is engaged. She's getting married. Do you see the bride veil that she's wearing?
I know that's right.
Back off. Back off." And you were like my personal bodyguard. And most of the guys were like, "Pfft." I wasn't even like trying. I wasn't even trying to talk to her. Like I don't even know that these guys were even really trying to talk to me. I don't think they were, but you were like on the lookout.
Oh yeah.
And you were like batting them off if they got anywhere near me. And I was like, all right, Rachel.
What's happening before your wedding day?
She's like, this wedding is going forward.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
I drove all the way to the Keys for this.
So yeah, I remember that because I didn't know you very well at that point. And I was just really surprised that, how old were you at that point?
Oh gosh, I think I was 21.
Yeah, this 21-year-old is just taking names and kicking tail.
That's right.
Back off.
Gotta protect the pack, you know?
You don't want to be whack. We will cut you some slack.
We got you.
You just want to make a big stack.
All in.
Listen to our biz hack. As of February 2024, Apple started charging a 30% service fee when you boost a post on the Facebook iPhone app. This is a fee that's retained by Apple, not Facebook or Meta. So to avoid this service fee, you can boost your posts through the Meta Business Suite and avoid paying that 30% fee.
So once we identify the different personality types, then what you're going to do is you're going to want to flex your communication style. So I always say this, that you have to be able to understand the message and the language of who you're communicating with. And it doesn't matter who it's with, it can be with anyone. But understanding your buyer's communication style, that is what's truly essential. So by adapting your behavior to meet their preferences, you can really ensure more effective communication and deliver greater customer value.
So stage 1 is prospecting. In the first stage of the selling process, prospecting, your goal is to discover the buyer's needs and identify their communication style. So for drivers, when dealing with a driver, you present your product or service in a way that makes them feel in control and confident about the results. They appreciate direct results-oriented communication. So an example would be if you're selling a software solution, highlight how it will increase efficiency and productivity, allowing them to achieve their goals faster.
And in terms of analyticals, when you're approaching an analytical, you're going to want to focus on the logical and practical aspects of your product. That's where you're going to be providing data, case studies, and any detailed information to help them make an informed decision. So an example of presenting to a analytic would be to present a detailed report on how your product has helped similar businesses improve their processes, complete with statistics and return on investment figures.
So really what we're doing today is taking a deeper dive into a topic we talked about before, which is customer-centered marketing. Thinking about who your customer is and what they want, what they will appreciate, what will speak to them versus just what you want them to hear. Because I think our nature would be, if I'm a driver, to just assume everybody's a driver.
Yes.
And that everybody's going to appreciate the same sales tactics or same data that I appreciate. But that's not the case, and we're reminded of that all the time with the different personalities that are there. So a good practice would be to sit down and think about each of these 4 personality types or communication styles, and how could you communicate your same product or service to each of them in a way that they would receive it well.
Agreed. So stage 2, that's going to be developing customer relations. So in the second stage, developing customer relations, you need to tailor your sales dialogue and presentation to match the buyer's style. So kind of going hand in hand with what you were just saying. So for Amiables, you're going to build a trust-based relationship by discussing personal interest and creating a friendly atmosphere before diving into any business. They truly appreciate having those connections and that relationship factor. They want to know that they can trust you. So when you start the conversation, you're going to start by asking about their family, their hobbies, and share a bit about yourself to establish a personal connection. Other people who just want to get down to business, you can typically feel it in the air when they're like, okay, I got 15 minutes, let's go. Then you're going to want to go straight into the numbers with them.
I would say, though, I think all of the different types of people are still looking for trust, but their trust is built in different ways.
Correct.
So one of them is built because you show them figures and data that shows that the product is going to benefit them. Another is because you relate to them on a personal level and have a relationship. But universally, I think people are still looking to see, can I trust you? Do I trust what you're saying to me, what you're offering me?
Is the product good? Yeah, right. I agree. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Meet our expert team at Miss Biz.
Whether you need help with business strategy, brand development, or digital marketing, we have a personalized one-on-one coaching program just for you.
And if you're looking for something more budget friendly, our group coaching services offer incredible value and the chance to learn alongside like-minded entrepreneurs.
Transform your business today. Visit missbiz.com and start your journey to success.
So for drivers, you're going to want to quickly establish rapport and focus on how your product will deliver results. Keep the conversation efficient and to the point. So an example of this would be to begin with a brief introduction, then move straight into how your product can solve their specific problem and improve their bottom line.
These are the marshmallow makers like you and I, where
Yes.
we toast it long enough to taste good enough,
Yes.
and then we're on to the next thing.
That's right.
So going back to our s'more theory from our prior episode.
Gotta get biz done. So stage 3, that's going to be where you focus on enhancing customer relationships. So this is the final stage, and this takes place mostly in terms of follow-up. So you're going to follow up on your clients to see how they're doing, if they like the product or service, if they're interested in purchasing again. So for expressives, when following up with an expressive, you're going to engage their emotions by asking how they feel about the product and their overall experience. And one way that you could do this would be to send a personalized thank you note and ask for their feedback on how the product has impacted their daily operations, emphasizing your genuine interest in their satisfaction.
I love talking to expressives in a business sense because it makes my job easier. I just
Yes.
have to listen. They enjoy talking and they're expressing themselves and how they're thinking and how they're feeling. And so I can just comment here and there and don't have to work so hard about thinking about what am I going to say. Expressives, if you're just a good listener, then they're going to feel seen and understood.
Agreed. And in terms of amiables, you're going to want to ensure that they feel valued and reassured about their decision by emphasizing the long-term features or services that could benefit them the most. So if you sold, let's say you sold doTERRA oils, right? The oils are going to last a long time. You're going to get health benefits from this, and it's going to be something that you can depend on should you want to order it again in the future.
An example that I can think of a comparison in personalities and communication styles is I have a second business called Ship Your Gifts, and the employee I have, her name is Carol, and Carol and I are attacking certain challenges together. We have hired a vendor who isn't meeting expectations. And so Carol's like, okay, I'm going to send an email that says, we would like, and could you please, and when are you available, and all these things. And then I said, no, we're not sending that. We're going to say,
Meet the done by Friday.
Yes, exactly. You got till Friday or you're going to get sued for breach of contract. Like, no joke, because we've been going back and forth with this vendor for like 10 months, and it's just been really, really unsatisfactory work product, and it's holding us back from being able to bring in more business because we can't scale without these features being in place. And so she's very much like, okay, let's come to an agreement that makes everybody happy. And I'm like,
she's so sweet. I love her so much.
But she is like the polar opposite of me when it comes to communication styles. And so, but I think we're both growing from it because I'm learning from her how to chill and be a little more, calm down before I send something really aggressive. And I think she's learning from me that sometimes you have to be a little more aggressive to get things accomplished, especially in a timely manner.
Yes. Oh, that's good. And you're right. It really does help to balance each other out, and you grow from one another too. So that is basically the art of understanding and adapting to different communication styles in regards to personal selling. And once you can truly master this art, you can significantly improve your effectiveness as a salesperson. Business owners, a lot of times, they don't think that they're a salesperson. But if you own a business, you are your biggest salesperson. You may not be the one meeting with clients all the time, but you might be having to develop those relationships with vendors or with different moving parts for the business. So you really need to be able to understand how everyone communicates differently and adapt your style so that you can be most effective. So thank you for tuning in. If you found this discussion helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share with your fellow entrepreneurs. And until next time, keep communicating and selling with confidence. We appreciate you and are honored to be on this journey with you. We can't wait to help you, to encourage you, and show you how to grow personally, professionally, and spiritually.
If you found Miss Biz helpful, please leave a review and share with others.
You can follow us on social media at Miss Biz Podcast.
For legal questions or services, please visit boltslegal.com.
And for digital marketing needs, please visit boltsmedia.com. Let's get biz done.